You'll never take me alive! There it is!
A giant comet hurling its way towards Earth!
Can you see it?
I can't! My head is in a bag!
I did have the FBI.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wes Grant. You're watching Sub Urban Nerd. This channel where I give my nerd reviews. On today's nerd news, I also do movie reviews. And today's movie I finally reviewed is Don't Look Up. Yes, Don't Look Up. When I say this thing has a crazy ass cast, it's got Leonardo DiCaprio, Meryl Streep, Jennifer Lawrence, Timothée Chalamet, Cate Blanchett, Meryl Streep, if I said that already. You got Ron Perlman, you got Tyler Perry, you got Chris Evans. Yo, it's crazy amount of talent that's in this movie. Now, I've been hearing about this movie for a while now, right? It's been out for like probably a month. I finally seen it. My boy has been telling me like, yo, you gotta see it. And I'm gonna tell you right now, because if you haven't seen my reviews, so I'm messing up with my words, my reviews, I tell kind of what the story's about. I give my pros, I give my cons, and then I give it a grade at the end. And but for now, I'll just tell you guys, I generally like this movie. Now, this movie, Don't Look Up, is pretty much about I forget the main character's name, but Jennifer Lawrence, and she's a grad student at Michigan State, right? And she's an astronomer, and Leonardo DiCaprio is a professor, and she spots a comet coming towards a planet. And the whole movie is them trying to tell people about this comet coming, and no one really listening, and no one taking it serious until all the way at the end, right? And this is sort of like an allegory for what's going on in the world with climate change, and how scientists are saying that we have a fine date of when there's no return, but like politicians and stuff are not believing it. And that's pretty much what this whole movie is about. Them just trying to tell people, and people not taking them seriously, people just making this whole thing like a game. You've got Ariana Grande in this movie as well, and it's just no one's looking up. It's pretty much what it is. No one's looking up to see what's coming towards them. Everyone's just turning a blind eye and just living their life the way whatever they want to do. Or even the politicians that know this thing's coming, they're not taking it seriously, right? Now, that's pretty much what the story's about. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm a little biased. I'm a little biased. Why? Because this movie, I put it in a special category. And this special category is called Natural Disaster Movie. Now, normally there's movies that might be looked at as crap towards other people. But because my affinity towards natural disasters, I put them on a different level, a different scale. Sort of like rounding the curve, right? Now, see, I love disaster movies. Geostorm, it's a crap movie, but I loved it. You know what I'm saying? Armageddon, Deep Impact, just mission the one disaster movie is Independence Day 2. That was shit. No, that my bad. But I'll tell you this much, because I put it in this category, I'm not gonna tell you right, but I'll tell you the things that I like. The things that I like is this thing was funny as hell to me. It was funny. It had all these things. People not taking them seriously. Ariana Grande's character was funny, really funny in it. Just the idea that they know this thing's coming, and they're let's keep it on a hush hush. Okay, but what are you gonna? We're gonna take these facts and kind of sit on it for a while. Sit on it, like there's just, and then the only time they move on it is when they see a benefit as far as their how you say, like they're at the political race, and that's when they start trying to do the good thing, and that's great. Timothée Chalamet, I was like, yo, who is this guy? He's handsome too. He's actually in Dune, that movie, and that's a pretty good movie as well, which is what Star Wars is based off of. But Timothée Chalamet, I thought his character was gonna be some throwaway, right? But in the end, I actually liked his character. Like he brought some levity to it, and even though I thought it was gonna be like a throwaway character, like he had faith, and he wasn't just a stoner. He actually had a little bit more depth to him, and I liked that. You know, Jennifer Lawrence's character, she was like, I'm not gonna say like Daria, you know, the MTV Daria, but she definitely had her smart mouth, and she like just handling the way she was handling things, just flipping out left and right. Leonardo DiCaprio's character, I understood. He got caught up in the life of being a celebrity, and he kind of let that kind of take over. But he still had hope until all the way at the end, where he just sort of was like, I can't believe I'm going along with this craziness. We're all going to die, and the way the disaster happens, I like the special effects. The special effects don't, in a disaster movie, the special effects, since I like disaster movie, it doesn't have to be the best thing in the world, as long as it doesn't look like the crappiest thing. Because I've watched DiCaprio sing, and that's even funnier to me sometimes. When the special effects are horrible, sometimes it almost raises it because it's so bad it's funny and it's good, But this movie, I understood the message. I liked the characters. Jonah Hill was definitely a D-bag that you were like, oh my god. Like, no, he can definitely play a D-bag to the fullest, you know what I'm saying? Meryl Streep, her character, she actually looked hot for older lady, like president. I'm just like, wow, her hair was all curly, and I'm like, and then at the end she was, naked and stuff. I'm like, whoa, okay, not bad, But everything else was, I didn't mind, fun, entertaining. I understood the message, and those are my pros. Now my cons. The camera was a bit shaky at points, right? I don't know if they, especially in the beginning, it was very noticeable. Like, I understand they were trying to be real, but it was a little bit too much. It was kind of just distracting me in a way. But they kind of smoothed it out a little bit later, and then throughout the movie, I didn't notice it as much. It is very heavy-handed as far as getting their message across. They're definitely pounded over your head, but me, I didn't mind it too much, But to other people, it may be very heavy-handed, and it might not be something that people want to be reminded all the time about. But sometimes that's what you got to do in order to get your point across, And other than that, as far as my cons, no, because my other pro, I'm gonna just tell you, the Ariana Grande song, if you listen to the words, it is hilarious. It is a funny song, what she's saying in her song as far as look up. Get our heads out our asses. Yeah, it's actually funny. Now, because it's on this special scale, and I generally, like I said, I'm a little bit biased, but I'm going to give this movie a B. A solid B, because this movie, it was entertaining, and once a disaster happens, that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting to see how this happens, how the Earth gets effed up, and it did not disappoint to the point, I've seen way better, Deep Impact, when that wave hit, they showed all this stuff happening. With this one, Day After Tomorrow, same thing. This one, it didn't show as much as I would like to have them showed, or Geostorm especially. It didn't show as much as I would like to have showed as far as disaster on the Earth. It's like boom, boom, boom. You see this big wave. Then it's kind of over. You see the crest lifting off, and that's what it is. Now, if I'm going to give it a grade, like I said, a B is, I think, very generous. It's a good grade for it. B, disaster movie. I enjoyed it. I think if you like disaster movies as much as me, you will enjoy this too, regardless of the heavy-handedness of the message. You're going to enjoy this if you love disaster movies, and I say watch it. So, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'd say it's a watch. Thank you for watching my review. If you disagree with me, comment down below. If you agree with me, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and remember to share this, like this, tell your friends, tell your kids, tell your wife, tell your whole family. And remember, I'm Wes Grant. You've been watching Suburban Nerd. You've just been notified. Catch you guys on the next review.